Governor Pataki, thanks for joining us.
Good being back, James.
So you were up here 2 cycles ago,
Right.
possibly running for president, and up here like twice before. What makes you think that
Every 4 years, without fail, I'm back, James.
Why is it this time the time that you could possibly be running for president?
Well, I think the others were possibilities, but at the end I didn't decide to. And we'll see what happens here. But I'm here now primarily to help Republican candidates. There are a lot of hot races here, as you know. I was just campaigning with Frank Ginta. I've been campaigning with some of the state legislative candidates. And I'm just hopeful that the voters will come out and send a message that we have to change the way government functions.
Are you looking for some answer or some outcome in these elections that says, you know what, the electorate is out there for George Pataki?
No, I don't think it's about me. It's about the country, and it's about the need to change the way our government functions. But it doesn't end November 5th. It ends when we have an administration that understands the whole nature of the American government is that it's supposed to be the servant of the people and not our masters. And one of the reasons I'm seriously looking at it again is that I think over the last 6 years we've seen a government that has just been almost disrespectful of the American people. It is so convinced of its wisdom and its infinite ability that it is trying to dictate major elements of individuals' lives. The classic case being Obamacare. It's the wrong way to go. It's destructive of America in the long run, and we need to have candidates out there who understand we have to dramatically reduce the size, the cost, the burden, and the intrusion that the federal government places on all of our lives.
Generally speaking, elections can answer questions. What do you think the midterm election of 2014, what answers will it provide?
You know, I don't think we're going to have definitive answers out of this election.
What's the question of this election then?
I think the question of this election is, do the people have enough confidence in the Republican candidates to give us the opportunity to run the government? Obviously not the presidency, but everything from the governorships to the Senate and to continue running the House. I think they understand that the Democratic Party has failed. I think people understand that their idea of big government, where the elites know better than us and dictate to us major elements of our life, is not working. We have to present an alternative message that normal, non-political Americans can take a look at and say, that's a good idea, and that's a Republican idea, and I'm going to vote for the Republicans. So I don't think we're going to have a definitive answer. I hope we have a dramatic change in direction in Congress and here in New Hampshire, where Republicans have more power, but I think that will await the results of the 2016 election.
Governor Pataki, thank you so much for joining us.
Good being with you.